Co-parenting is never easy. Add oppositional defiant disorder or ODD into the mix and things can get really tough. If you and your co-parent often find yourselves at odds over discipline or handling your child's defiant behavior, you're not alone. Today, we're going to talk about how to co-parent more effectively when you have a child with ODD. Whether you're living together or apart, these strategies can help you both stay on the same page. For those of you who may not be familiar, ODD is a behavioral disorder where children exhibit defiant, hostile, and disobedient behavior towards authority figures. This can make parenting particularly challenging because it often feels like no matter what you try, your child pushes back. The good news, it's possible to co-parent successfully, even when ODD is part of the equation. In this video, we're going to explore strategies that can help you and your co-parent work as a team to provide a more consistent, supportive environment for your child. One of the most important things when co-parenting a child with ODD is consistency. Kids with ODD thrive when they know what to expect. That means you and your co-parent need to be on the same page with rules, boundaries, and discipline. Let's say one parent is more lenient, allowing a child to stay up past bedtime or skip chores, while the other parent enforces strict rules. That inconsistency can actually fuel defiant behavior. Kids with ODD tend to test boundaries. They'll exploit any differences between their parents because it creates a sense of confusion, and they push even harder. So what's the solution? You and your co-parent need to sit down and agree on some basic rules that are consistent. No matter who is with the child, these could be things like bedtime, screen time limits, or how you'll handle misbehavior. One way to make this easier is by creating a written plan, a family contract, that outlines the house rules and consequences. This way, both parents have a clear reference and it's easier to stay on the same page. Now, of course, it's not always easy to agree on parenting strategies. Every parent brings their own upbringing, values, and styles to the table. And that can lead to conflict, especially when you're parenting a child with ODD. Effective communication is key. I know it can be tempting to argue in the heat of the moment when you feel like your partner isn't supporting you or following the plan, but try to keep these conversations calm and constructive. Here's a tip. Schedule regular check-ins with your co-parent. These are times when you can discuss what's working and what isn't. Maybe something that worked last week isn't effective anymore, or you've noticed a new behavior that needs addressing. When you have these discussions, use active listening. That means before responding, repeat what you heard your co-parent say, just to make sure you both understand each other. It can help reduce miscommunication and prevent arguments. Problem solving together is so important. If one parent prefers timeouts and the other likes using natural consequences, it's okay to compromise. The goal is to find what works best for your child while still presenting a united front. If you're co-parenting from different homes, this can add an extra layer of difficulty. It's hard enough to be consistent when you're in the same household, but when you're not living together, things like routines and disciplines can vary. Kids with ODD do best when they have structure and know what to expect in both homes. So how do you make that happen? Start by agreeing on some basic rules that stay the same no matter which house the child is in. Things like bedtime, screen time, or behavior expectations. It can also help to have regular updates between homes. Use a shared calendar or app where you can log important notes about what's working or what challenges you're facing. This way, both parents stay informed and can make adjustments as needed. And if there are fundamental differences in your parenting styles that just can't be reconciled, don't hesitate to seek outside help. Family counseling or co-parenting therapy can help you work through tough, disagreements and keep the focus on what's best for your child. No matter how well or how poorly you and your co-parent get along, it's crucial that you present a united front to your child. Kids with ODD are very perceptive, and they'll often try to push boundaries by playing one parent against the other. Imagine this scenario. Your child throws a tantrum because they don't want to do their homework. One parent says, "It's okay, you can do it later," while the other insists, "No, you need to do it now." This sends mixed signals, and guess what? Your child learns that they can manipulate the situation by pitting you against each other. Instead, even if you disagree with your co-parent in the moment, it's important to back each other up in front of the child. You can always talk later, behind closed doors, about how to handle things differently next time. One strategy that works well is to have preemptive conversations. Discuss ahead of time how you'll handle common scenarios like bedtime resistance, school refusal, or tantrums, so you're not caught off guard. Co-parenting a child with ODD is challenging, but when you and your co-parent work together as a team, it can make a world of difference for your child. Consistency in rules, clear communication, and presenting a united front are all key to managing defiant behavior and creating a structured, supportive environment. Remember, it's okay if things don't go perfectly all the time. Parenting is hard, and there's no one-size-fits-all solution. The most important thing is that you and your co-parent stay focused on what's best for your child and for yourselves. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with any questions or suggestions for future videos. I'd also love to hear your own experiences with co-parenting a child with ODD. How do you and your co-parent make it work? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you next time.